Already know this is PUNSH Boxing, aka Mr. Won't shine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to it. Timothy Bradley, one of Manny Pacquiao's victim, as we all know. You know when there's a Manny Pacquiao content and the names of Timothy Bradley, Paulie Malignaggi, and Teddy Atlas is attached to it, you know it's no good. But I have to speak on it. Timothy Bradley in a recent interview said that Keith Thurman should get it together. Keith Thurman should get it together. I think a lot of people believe the same thing, that Keith Thurman should get it together. But he said that he should get it together after the Manny Pacquiao, because he said that Keith Thurman was not supposed to lose to Manny Pacquiao. He was not supposed to lose to a 40-year-old man. He was not supposed to lose to a guy smaller than him. He's not supposed to lose because he was stronger than him. He's not supposed to lose because he's longer than him. Pause. Timothy Bradley, everybody is bigger than Manny Pacquiao. Everybody's supposed to be stronger than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao climbed the ladder and the ladder. Manny Pacquiao is always the smaller dude. So in that indication, Manny Pacquiao was always supposed to lose, but he doesn't. Maybe you were like a little shorter than Manny Pacquiao, so you get a pass. Is Timothy Bradley shorter than Manny Pacquiao? I think so. But anyway, Manny Pacquiao is always in a disadvantage. Not just by age, but just by size itself. So to say that Keith Thurman was supposed to win because he had all of that, including the age, just take the age by itself. Everything else, Manny Pacquiao is always the smaller guy. Manny Pacquiao always has the shorter reach. I mean, this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new now. Would it make more sense that the younger guy beats the older guy? Yes, it makes sense that an older, but this is what I mean when people categorize trying to compare a 40-year-old man to a Manny Pacquiao 40-year-old. Like, how many times are we going to say that Manny Pacquiao is a freak of nature? Timothy Bradley, you should know that Manny Pacquiao is a freak of nature. Everybody with a right mind know that Manny Pacquiao is a freak of nature. So why would you even compare or even try to categorize or emphasize that size should beat Manny Pacquiao, that youth should beat Manny Pacquiao? Also, he was wrong in the part that he said Manny Pacquiao is a 40-year-old and not seasoned. Manny Pacquiao fought as much as Keith Thurman in the past three years, or probably more. Manny Pacquiao is more seasoned than Keith Thurman. And let's just add this, Mr. Timothy Bradley. Timmy. Manny Pacquiao was the favorite to win. So to say supposed to, if Keith Thurman was supposed to win, then he wouldn't be the underdog going into that fight. Most other pugilists in the sport of boxing was picking Manny Pacquiao to win. I have stated that in the interviews covering that matchup. Timmy, you was probably the few that said Keith Thurman was gonna win. I was one of those persons that actually projected that Keith Thurman was not gonna win in a decision, but I projected that he was gonna even probably stop Manny Pacquiao. Timmy. And guys like people that thought that Keith Thurman, that projected that Keith Thurman was gonna win and was wrong, should just come out and say they was wrong. Like I did. Because now I gave Keith Thurman size. I went skill, I went matchup and skill. Manny Pacquiao, I say it 1,000 times, is the greatest of all time. And I understand that sometimes you know, people do get old. People do get old, and there's gonna be a time if Manny Pacquiao keeps on fighting that he will lose if he's just gonna keep on fighting. We all know that. We all know that. If he keeps on fighting, there's eventually he might lose because everybody has their time. Nobody's a robot, you know? But it wasn't Manny Pacquiao's time yet. And Timmy, you should know better by being with the guy, being inside that guy, being in a ring with Manny Pacquiao for not one time, not two times, for tres times, my friend. Now, Timmy, do you think that Earl Spence could beat Manny Pacquiao because he's still going to be younger than him and longer reach than him and got, hey, the words of Drago from Rocky 4, he will lose. They all will lose. They all will lose, Timmy. Timmy, they will all lose to the greatest of all times. At this stage right now. Now, am I saying that they don't got a chance? Am I saying that Buck Crawford don't got a chance? No, I'm not saying that. Am I saying that Spence don't got a chance? No, I'm not saying that. Am I saying that a rematch with Keith with Tom Thurman, that Keith might win? Yeah, I could say that too. But the favorite to go into all those fights, Timmy. How many times has Manny Pacquiao proven the people wrong? How many times does he need to prove the people wrong? Why come in the end of being proved wrong time and time again? Are you a believer? I'm a believer. I even thought Manny Pacquiao was getting older and winding down. And the greatest of all time proved to the people wrong again. Let it go, Timmy. Just let it go, Timmy. Timmy. Oh, man. Anyway. I know that Timmy, as a fighter and as a competitor that have lost to Manny Pacquiao, I understand there is some type of, you know, I understand. You got in the ring with Manny Pacquiao. You have caught a beating from him. I know. And hey, yo, Timmy, you did well. You did well. Like, nobody think that you and Manny Pacquiao was going at it. It's not like this was a white that he watched you. No, he didn't. A lot of people feel like you came in the end of a robbery, but in the end of the day, that's not your fault. That's the judge's fault. You didn't rob nobody. You fought your heart out. You was a warrior in that ring, Timmy. Timmy, you was a warrior. And I'm saying it, me, a boxing fan. You already know. I break things down on boxing logically and objectively. Timmy, you are a warrior. You held your own against Manny Pacquiao, just like the Barreras of the world, just like Morales of the world. You was going at with Manny Pacquiao in that first fight. We ain't gonna take nothing away from Timmy. But also, don't devalue it by saying that Keith Thurman should have won because of this and this and that. At the end of the day, you just mentioned body structure and age. You didn't mention skills. You didn't mention experience. You didn't mention quality opponents that Pacquiao faced to be in preparation of a Keith Tom Thurman. You didn't mention the level of focus and dedication that he has towards his body when he's not contracted a fight. You're not mentioning the little things. You're not mentioning Timmy. that Manny Pacquiao is just not a champion that holds a belt. Manny Pacquiao is one of the few that lives like a champion. See, there's a difference. There's a lot of things that you're not saying when you're making your evaluation of why Keith Thurman should have won the fight. Looking at Keith on top Thurman in his recent interview and his excuses why he didn't win the fight was a prime example of what I am saying. Keith on top Thurman wasn't living like a champion. Manny Pacquiao was. He wasn't prepared. He didn't have the level of focus throughout the whole year round. He don't have the mental fortitude all year round. He can have the mental fortitude during the fight when in the 10th round. Manny Pacquiao got him with a body shot, and Keith Thurman would stand. He ain't go down like Nonito Donaire versus Inoue. Keith Thurman stood that shot. He got grit, he got will, but the preparation wasn't all up to par to the quality of opponent that he was up against. Manny Pacquiao to go. So in closing, Timmy, Manny Pacquiao was supposed to beat Keith Thurman. He was the favorite. And it wasn't about Manny Pacquiao proving the people wrong again and again and again. It was up to Keith Thurman to prove that he is in the same level, to prove that he could close a chapter of an era and bring in a new era. Keith Thurman failed to bring in a new era. Yet, in the end of the day, he was fighting the greatest of all time. Split decision, lost by 1 point in the scores. So, it is what it is. The moral of the story is, don't bet against Manny Pacquiao. Mr. Senator, the greatest of our time, Manny Pacquiao. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get my updated videos. You already know, man. Support your boy, Punch Boxing. God bless. And on to the next.